What's up, YouTube team from SSG here? I'm with my fellow teammate Chris Taylor. What did you just do, Chris?
I topped the regional at Portland, South Portland, Maine.
What
Came
place
in
you get?
6th place.
Nice.
It's my first top, so
Yeah, congratulations.
yeah, good for the team.
What were you playing?
ABCs. It's kind of ABCs with a little twist.
All right, sweet. Let's get in this deck profile.
Great. Okay, we'll start with the monsters. So I played 3A, 3B, 3C. I know some people like to play, 2C, 2A, and 3B, but I like all three for consistency. I want to be able to start off with a piece and at least, field spell in my hand. So that's why I played that. Next, I played only 2 Ash. So I know people are probably thinking like, why you played just 2 Ash? But when I show you the next 2 cards, I had to take something out to fit the other ones that I played. So I played 2 Ogre, and I played 2 Effect Veiler. And believe it or not, it was very consistent playing 2, 2, and 2. So I saw it when I needed it, and I was able to stop my opponent. Effect Veiler is very good this format, good against pendulums, good against the mirror. Just basically like makes just stops your opponent completely. Okay, now I'm gonna play 1 silver gadget and 1 gold. I didn't feel like I needed more than that. I wanted it to be as consistent as possible that I would draw into my pieces. So that's why I only played 1 and 1, and it actually worked out perfectly fine. When I needed it, I got it, and it wasn't stopped when I got it. Now, the last 2 monster cards that I played are tech cards that I teched. Okay, now I have played Heavy Mech Support Armor. This card is absolutely broken. Now, I want to say it's the MVP of my deck, but it's not. Okay, the next card that I'm going to show you is the MVP. What's good is that this card basically allows you to get any of your pieces from the graveyard back to the field, and you can search it off a B, you can search it off of the Union Hanger. It puts 2 monsters on board automatically. So you activate this, bring out any piece you want, link into Genius, and now you have a piece on the field. They have a Genius on the field with 2 pieces engraved, and if you happen to bring back an A, you just get this right back to your hand, so you can recycle it for the next turn. Okay. Now the MVP of the monsters for my deck has to be Machina Fortress. Okay, it's absolutely broken. I bring this on the field, and people are just overwhelmed by it because if they attack into it to get over it, I pop a monster on the field. If they target it, I gotta take a card out of their hand. Okay, and what's so good about it is that I can just pitch this plus any piece to the graveyard to bring this back from the graveyard. So basically I'm only wasting 1 card, and I have a 25 B stick on the field that I'm gonna now get to either pop a monster or take a card out of the hand. Okay, so that was it for the monsters. Spells are pretty standard. I played 3 Union Hanger, 3 Terraforming, double Twin Twister, Scapegoat, absolutely broken.
Usually ABC builds don't play this. How'd you like it?
Oh my God, this is absolutely broken. So most people would think that, oh, you use it like if you're gonna take damage, but I didn't. I took the damage and I let him get hit because once I played this, now I'm actually able to go into like a Warlord. This card is like a 1-card Warlord. Okay, and it also helps. Yeah, it also helps to go into Skuldredge as well. Okay, but this card was absolutely broken. It has to be like the MVP of my spells. Like seriously, like when I knew I had this, I knew okay, like it doesn't matter what he did, I was gonna be able to at least make a play if this didn't get stopped. Okay, played 2 Mind Controls. Okay, which I thought was great. A lot of people say that you only play this if you're going second, but I did it when I was going first, so that this way when I set up a board, if they happen to do something, I can just take whatever monster they had to get over it and to just get rid of it by links. Okay, and then standard Monster Reborn, Soul Charge, and Raigeki. That's it for the spells. The traps is 1 back to the front, just because it's great. It's like an interruption card. If my opponent played like a diagram, I can activate this, bring back a buster that I had tagged out for, and then just chain to that, just to get rid of the diagram or field spell, whatever I needed to get rid of the card. Okay, skill drain. Well, skill drain. It's an old school tech card, which is great even if you have your buster on field, because you can activate Buster's effect and then chain his effect to tag out, and then when the buster is gone, now he can still, banish the card because it's gone now. Okay. Solemn Brigade, 1 judgment, 2 strikes and a warning, and then 2 Torian to tribute, which is like overwhelming for my opponent. Okay, especially if I have a C on one of my pieces, their monsters just get destroyed and mine just stay there on the field. Okay, so that was my traps. That was basically my main deck. It was a 42 card main deck. I can go into my side or extra. I'm gonna do this side. Extra first. Extra. Sander stuff. 3 ABC busters. Now a lot of people didn't want to play this, but for me it worked out well because I found out during testing that I had a hard time getting over Macabre, or I had a hard time getting over a Masterpiece, and this card just basically blows them away. So if my opponent had one of those cards that I couldn't get over with my buster or something, then I would just go into this when I tagged out to be able to get over the monster. Okay. Warlord, because it's just Warlord, it's just a beast monster. Skull Dread. Now, if anybody doesn't like this card, then they don't know what they're doing, okay? Because this card is absolutely broken. All right. Now, if you can get it and you can get off all the effects, then you're in a great spot. Okay. Decode, because it's just decode. Genius, because genius. Yeah.
This searches your favorite card.
This is the Machina Fortress. So the way it searches the Machina Fortress is whenever you tag out and you put 2 pieces in at the same time under it, you automatically get the search for a level 5 or higher machine monster. So it automatically put my Machina Fortress in my hand whenever I needed it. Okay. Proxy, because it's proxy. Underclock Taker, because it's broke. Link Karibo, Clara, okay, and Clara I didn't think was actually good. Okay, I went to another regionals and I saw one of my other friends play it, and then I was just sold on how good it actually was. Because if you play it right, it can actually be a 1-card buster. Okay, and then Link Spider, because I play the Scapegoats. Okay, that's my extra. Now, my side deck has a couple of, little tech cards that I'm gonna show you guys right now. Okay, so I played 2 Chaos Hunters because it's really good against the mirror. Okay, so they can't vanish. It's good against Trick Stars because they can't use Reincarnation to get rid of my cards. Okay, so it's just a card that it absolutely destroys Trick Stars. I can't do anything. None of their monsters are strong enough to get over it, and it doesn't affect me at all. Okay, Gamma Seals, because Gamma Seals are just Kaijus are broken. It's always going to be broken until they ban them. Okay, 3 Call to the Grave, which is absolutely disgusting. Okay, like I took part of Aquisitus out of my deck because I didn't need them anymore because of this card now. If somebody tries to cherry you, you can just chain this, get rid of the cherry, banish it, and now you can just continue to go off without hesitation. Okay. Now, the MVP of my side deck, without a doubt, have to be Soul Release. Okay, so Soul Release is an old school card that everybody was like, what the hell are you doing playing this card? Okay, but playing this card, it's great against 60 card. Okay, it forces my opponent to have to activate their snow right then and there. So they're gonna banish 7, and then I'm gonna banish 5, which means now I'm getting rid of the cards they're leaving from snow. Okay, it hits Paleozoics, which I hit this weekend. Okay, all their trap cards just out of the deck. Okay, and it completely destroys Draco, because Draco, they need their continuous spell and traps, and then it automatically activates Masterpiece. Now, if you don't have any cards on the field for Masterpiece to destroy, then you just take 5 spell and traps out of their graveyard, and that's it. They have a Masterpiece that can't pop. So, without a doubt, this has to be the absolute boss of my side. Okay. Then I played one dark hole, an extra twin twister, 2 evenlies because I only have 2, and then 2 anti-spell fragrance. Okay, so that's my side. Now I just wanted to give out a couple of shout outs to a couple of my friends who actually helped me get my first top. So I'm gonna give a shout out to SSG, Still Storm Gaming. You know, without those guys, we did a hell of a lot of testing. Okay, Tim, Dan, we did a hell of a lot of testing for me to get like, you know, to the point where I was able to like top this regional. Okay, some of the things that I faced when I was at this regionals was round 1, I played Cubics, which I had no idea what that deck did at all. Okay, so he beat me game 1, and then I just overwhelmed him game 2 and game 3. Round 2, I played Paleozoics, and Solis just came in clutch. Round 3, played the Mirror, and I just out-resourced him. Actually, it was because of this card that I was actually able to beat him. This one right here. Okay, I was just able to put more cards on board than he was, faster than he could, because he didn't play this or Machina Fortress. Okay. Round 4, I drew against Mech Knights. Round 5, I lost to Paleozoics. Round 6, I beat Mech Knight Invoked, and then round 7, my opponent just didn't want to play anymore, so he gave me the win, and basically that was it. So that was my first, you know, top. I do want to shout out a couple more people. I got to shout out to one of my best friends, Martin, Grant. You know, Team Delphi Gym. We next to do this. All right. But I just want to say thank you, and Tim, thank you very much for all the testing that we did to help me get to this point. So hopefully it doesn't go to waste, and I can continue to at least, you know, get some more tops. So thank you guys.
Tim signing up.